Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Spill the D. I'm Rick, one of your hosts, and I'm joined, as always, with my beautiful co-host Gina. How are you?
I'm thriving. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
We are in the single digits until our next trip to Disney. We are going to Disneyland, and I am so pumped.
Yeah, very exciting stuff. Not sure how this half marathon's gonna go, but hopefully well.
You just gotta finish.
That's the goal.
13.1 miles. It does not matter how long it takes. If you
Goal is to
cross that
finish.
line, you get that medal.
Yeah, exactly. That's
You
the
get the
goal.
t-shirt either way as long as you show up. So, I mean, really, you're fine.
Gonna be the longest I ever ran, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it goes well.
Yeah, but you did 10 last week and you were fine, so we're good.
Yeah, I'm doing so good right now from that.
So great. We totally didn't buy you a brace for your foot last night. But that's not what we're talking about today. I just wanted to let the world know why I'm thriving currently. We are talking about dates at Disney World, at Walt Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks back, we asked the agents at 407 and Beyond Vacation Co. what their perfect date night is, what they've done as a date night, what they recommend for their clients, and we got one heck of a list. We worked our way through it. We got about halfway, and then we called the episode because it was really a really great list.
Yeah.
So we are here to finish it today with the second half as well as my perfect date night. We did Rick's last time. We're doing mine this time.
I'm excited to hear it.
I think you'd enjoy it. I think it's
Probably.
it's a very me date. I think any listener who has been around for a little bit is going to be like, Gina, we saw this coming. Like, I tried to, like, kind of throw you guys for a loop a little bit. So, like, the restaurant, you're going to be like, wait, what? But, like, everything else is pretty
standard.
Pretty Gina-esque.
Pretty Gina standard.
Would you like to take a guess at something that's happening on the date? I won't tell you if you're right or wrong. We'll leave you one.
I'm assuming fireworks are involved.
Okay. All right. So on that note, we got two pieces of news to go through before we get to the episode. I didn't tell you if you were right or wrong. Two pieces of news to get to. Kind of go hand in hand. So for 2025, Disney has officially announced the after hours dates.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to that, the second piece of news that's going with that is that at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom, they will be doing Enchantment as the fireworks show during the after hours. So if you remember, Enchantment was the fireworks show that they did during the 50th anniversary. Mm-hmm. It came with very mixed reviews.
Yes.
And they will be bringing it back for the after hours events for anyone who will be attending after hours events.
Notably, they will still be doing Happily Ever After fireworks. So if you're at the park for normal hours and then you do an after hours event, you will get Happily Ever After and Enchantment.
Very true. Very cool. So the after hours events, if you don't know, are kind of exactly what they sound like. It's when the park closes down, usually a little bit early, not too bad. They run from 9 to 12, 10 to 1, 3 hours after the park closes, where you can buy a special ticket and get the park all to yourself. They are limited capacity. There is complimentary sodas and novelty ice creams, popcorns, pretzels, things like that, all throughout the park. They're not cheap.
They're so worth it, though.
But they are very worth it.
The one that we did, what did we do it? Animal Kingdom?
That was a Moonlight Magic.
That
was with Disney Vacation Club. But it is the same concept, except Disney Vacation Club, that one is complimentary for Vacation Club members.
Yeah, I said that, and then I was like, wait, they don't do after hours events at Animal Kingdom.
No, so there are 3 parks that have after hours, and the dates for 2025 are as followed. Magic Kingdom will be from January 6th to May 19th. Hollywood Studios will be January 22nd to September 3rd. And Epcot, February 27th to September 25th. So random dates throughout that time period, you can attend those parks after hours events when they're hosting them.
Yes, definitely notably that it's random days, not every day.
No, not every day.
So you don't have to worry about your trip getting affected, really.
No, but there's really good odds that at least one of the parks has a date while you are there.
Yeah.
While you are on your vacation. Yeah. Oh my gosh, definitely. Even looking at the Magic Kingdom dates here, there's 4 in January, 4 in February, 4 in March. Like, that's pretty good odds if you're going for a week. If you want to add this onto your vacation, if you're interested and want to know more, contact our friends over at 407 and Beyond Vacation Co. Like I said, we're going to be telling you a lot of their ideas today, so you get to hear how amazing they are at planning Disney vacations. If you don't already know, we are the official podcast of 407 and Beyond Vacation Co. They are a Disney and Universal Orlando travel agency that books and plans family vacations to destinations such as Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando, Disney Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, so much more. Doesn't cost any extra to book with them. Their services are 100% free. Their travel agents are going to do everything, so all you have to do is show up, have fun, and create those memories. You can get a free, no obligation quote at 407vacations.com. And if you like what you hear tonight, if you're like, wait a minute, I could do this. I could be a 407 agent. They are hiring currently. Next week, Bruce, the owner of 407 and Beyond, will be joining us to answer any questions you might have about being a travel agent. Send them in, send them our way, and we will make sure that your question gets answered. You can follow us on social media and send it via that way. Spillity Podcast on Instagram, Spillity Pod on TikTok. Send us an email, spillitypod@gmail.com. Send over your questions, and Bruce will be answering them all next week.
Yes.
Nice.
That was a lot. I don't really know what else to say.
I just went in.
You did. You just went in. Also, the 407 agents, if you book with them, will obviously know the specific dates of the after hours events, so you can ask them while you're booking if anything will get affected during your trip.
I said that. That was the transition into it.
Yeah.
Just friendly reminder.
Friendly reminder.
All right. Date nights at Disney. You ready?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
We're going to do our best to say these travel agents' last names. Some of them are a little tricky.
Sorry if we butcher your last name.
Because I'm apologizing to Shannon for last time. All right. So, Izzy Lilias. I think I did.
Nailed it.
Lilias? Yeah. So, her perfect date night and what she recommends for her clients is to grab ice cream, photo booth, and just stroll along Disney's boardwalk. During sunset or fireworks is a bonus.
I was like, where is there a photo booth? And they said boardwalk, and I was like, okay.
Yes. Nice. Just get ice cream, go to the photo booth, maybe play some games, look at some of the live entertainment they have, and just wander the boardwalk.
Sounds like a fantastic night to me. Let's include some pizza in that as well, though.
So pizza, then ice cream?
Yeah.
At that point, you might as well go to the new Blue Ribbon Corn Dog stand.
Might as well.
And get a margarita at Margarita Joe's.
Notably, you can see fireworks from Boardwalk. You can see the Epcot fireworks. So if you position yourself right, you can see those. Not sure if Izzy's talking about going to see them at a different location, because you can obviously go to a few different hotels and see the Magic Kingdom fireworks, and you can see the Epcot fireworks from a few different locations as well. So,
I think she's talking about the Epcot ones, because she says during sunset or fireworks is a bonus. Which, if you time it right, you can definitely get sunset and fireworks, which is just a beautiful. I hate that I use this word so much, but the vibes are immaculate. Like there's just not really a better way to describe it. Like the vibes are there. Like it's just a nice, happy. Like you're like, this is vacation. This is what this is meant to be, and it can be as romantic as you want it to be at the boardwalk. You tell yourself it's romantic, and all of a sudden it feels romantic. Yeah,
and I'm not a beach person, but this is still my favorite hotel. So anybody who's scared that it's going to give off too much beach vibes, it doesn't.
No, that's across the street at Yacht and Beach Club.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, I do want to mention for the fireworks, because of the angle that the boardwalk's at, you have to go all the way down to the end of the boardwalk near Atlantic Dance Hall and Jelly Rolls to really see the fireworks. And you're still really only going to see like the top of them, not like the stuff going on down low. Yeah. A very good spot to see the fireworks is actually to wander over to Beach Club for the fireworks. You get a little bit of a better angle. You get to see a little bit more of it. You could sit on the beach and watch it, maybe in the hammocks and the swings that they have. Or you can go out. It's actually the boat dock where they have a lighthouse, and you can go sit on the benches at the lighthouse. And you just get a really nice view of the fireworks.
Yeah, and it's right next door to Boardwalk, so it's not a far walk.
No, it's all walking distance. Spitting distance.
Yeah. Don't spit.
All right, we're moving on to Brittany Lenski. So Brittany said that Boathouse is their favorite.
Okay.
I like the Boathouse.
I think that's in Disney Springs, right?
Yes, that's the one that has the amphicars.
Yes, okay, yeah, that has really good food.
So Boathouse is going to be over in by Gideon's, by Joffrey's, where you see the cars go out, where they drive out onto the water. Yeah. Boathouse is very nice, and they have a nice like tiki bar in the back, so you can go out and get a little bit more of a fun date night if you want. What word did you want me to say? Vibes. I'm not going to use the word. Vibes. It's got the vibes. I'm not going to use the word for the rest of the night.
I don't believe you.
I'm totally going to use the word. She said that they also did a resort day where they went to Epcot in the evening and did a progressive meal in the countries. We used a randomizer to choose the country for an appetizer, drink, dinner, post-dinner drink, and dessert.
That sounds super fun.
That is very fun. So if you have a park ticket, that is something very fun to do. And actually with that, I do want to jump down to Nicole, because Nicole said, I'm going to read this word for word. This one comes from Nicole Fellner. She said, okay, this may be too simple for some, but with 3 kids that were always dragging to the park and always talking about how we would love to just do Epcot Food and Wine Festival alone and without the pressure of seeing attractions or going on rides. Just eat and drink all night long without some little ones pulling at us. So, they're both accurate. Both of them are accurate. And I love Brittany's idea of using a randomizer to make it a little bit more fun for you, especially if you're trying to make a meal out of it. That's such a fun way to hit every course. Yeah,
and especially if you're an adventurous eater who doesn't really care, like I feel like some people might be kind of weird about, like, if they were to end up at, like, China and then the next place they had to go was, like, France or something. You know what I mean? Like, because the foods are just so different.
Yeah.
But if you're, like, if you're okay with that and you don't care, that sounds super fun. I think that would be awesome. I think I would really enjoy that.
I would too. I think it's a really good time, and I think we're totally going to steal that idea from Brittany.
Definitely going to.
We've done where we just walk around and make a meal out of it, but the randomizer is really smart.
Randomizer is fun.
And if you don't have kids with you can go around, make it happen. I mean, this is something fun you could even do with your kids. I'm sure kids would enjoy being able to play with the random. Like, maybe you bring like a little wheel to spin, or they pull from a hat. Like, that's something fun to keep your kids involved too. If you're unable to make it a date night and you want to do it with your kids.
Yeah.
Fantastic idea.
All right, next one we have is from Lisa DeSantis. She said, my husband and I went for our anniversary last July, and we did cocktails/wine at Wine Bar George, and then had a beautiful dinner at Boathouse. Boathouse again.
And Wine Bar George again. That came up in the last episode.
That did come up in the last episode, yeah. She also said, I also love Terralina.
Ooh, crafted Italian.
Which I don't think I've been there.
I don't think you have either.
Sounds good if it's Italian, though. And also, she recommends the food and atmosphere at Narcoossee's.
We jumped around all over there.
Lots of different places. Let's start from the beginning. Wine Bar George and Boathouse.
Right across from each other.
Right across from each other. Great recommendation again. Boathouse has fantastic food, fantastic theming, and you get to watch the aqua cars.
Wine Bar George has a word that I can't say, but I try it every time. A sommelier.
Sommelier?
It's not right.
They know a lot about wine.
They know their wine. They also offer, if you're looking for something a little bit different to do, maybe you're willing to spend a little bit more money, they have a wine class you can take with their sommelier.
I think you nailed it.
I don't think I did.
I think that's exactly how you pronounce it.
I need someone to just call me and be like, Gina, this is how you say it. Write it down phonetically.
Tommy will call you.
Probably. Although he probably can't say it either. But he'll be more confident than I will. He'll purposely just confidently say it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's not saying it into a podcast microphone. So, those are 2. Now let's go to Narcoossee's. So, Narcoossee's is a restaurant at Grand Floridian. It is
I'll spend a lot of time there.
More seafood-based restaurant. It does very nicely. It's like rounded and goes over Seven Seas Lagoon.
That's cool.
So you can see the fireworks depending on where you're at. You can end up at a table that's rounded facing the other way, so then you wouldn't really be able to see the fireworks. But it does just have a nice romantic feel to it. It's definitely a nicer restaurant. I mean, right when you get into Grand Floridian, it already is going to have a more romantic feel to your night and a much classier night, and Narcoossee's is right up there with it. It's going to be a nice, classy dinner at a seafood restaurant out on the lake.
Love
the
seafood.
Lagoon. You say you love seafood?
Yeah, I love seafood. We should go there.
I would go to Narcoossee's. It definitely is somewhere that's very nice and would be a very nice date spot. And you can follow that up with a monorail crawl.
I know a trip that we have planned that would be great for a romantic dinner spot.
Yeah? Okay. Wait till you see the prices. All right, next we have Stephen Burnett, who's in Disneyland as we speak.
Lucky.
I think he'll still be there when this episode comes out. So
we'll be there soon.
Like living through them right now. All right. So Stephen gave us a few to work with. So we have Geyser Point at night with the electrical water pageant going by. Do you know where Geyser Point is?
No, I'm trying to picture it.
Come on, you got this.
Wilderness Lodge?
Yes.
Okay.
So Geyser Point is a bar at Wilderness Lodge. It's back like behind their pool, and it has covered ish, like indoor-ish covered seating, as well as some outdoor areas. They have a phenomenal burger. Known for their burger.
Love a good burger.
Yeah, right? And it overlooks the water, so you can see the electrical water pageant going by at night, which is always something really fun to see. If you don't know what that is, it is a kind of like, I don't want to call it a parade. It's like...
It's a parade.
It is a parade. It's like electric floats that come by and the lights go off. Yeah, have you ever seen like the Christmas light shows? It's kind of like that, and it moves from resort to resort at night, so all the resorts get it.
Yeah. It's cool.
It is cool.
It's not something I think that I would like go out of my way for, but I think if I was at a bar enjoying a drink and a meal, that it'd be cool to see it go past.
It's one of those things where it's really nice to see it, for me at least, when I'm going to a resort to watch the fireworks. Like if I'm going to the Polynesian or the Grand Floridian, I'm there to see the fireworks. Like that's going to come by before the fireworks start.
Yeah.
So then it's really nice. I also, when I worked at the Polynesian, we could see it from the pool deck.
Okay.
When I'd be at work. So to me at this point, it's just like reminiscent of that.
Gotcha.
So I enjoy it for that reason. It has the nostalgia, but if it doesn't have the nostalgia for you, you might just be like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's cool. I wouldn't go out of my way for it, but if it's a part of my night, I'm not complaining.
No, I'm very happy to have it as part of my night. All right, next he has Ale and Compass. It's a great option for a last-minute reservation, followed by late-night ice cream at Beaches and Cream.
The kitchen sink?
Yeah, oh my gosh. First of all, Steven, I do think that this is a great idea for a date night. So Ale and Compass is going to be at Yacht Club Resort. Yacht Club and Beach Club are connected, which is why he also recommended Beaches and Cream for ice cream after, because Beach Club is where Beaches and Cream is. It is a New England comfort food style restaurant.
I want to go there for dinner so bad.
We went for breakfast, and it
was delicious.
It's one of the most underrated breakfasts on Disney property. It really is. You get so much food for your money, and it is absolutely delicious. Yeah. So yes, I do think that the dinner would be phenomenal.
Yeah, especially being I'm gonna say it's seafood because
it is. It's
New
seafood
England
dishes.
Is seafood dishes. So
it says classic seafood dishes with a coastal inspired setting. Yeah. So that's seafood dishes.
It's seafood.
Yeah, followed up with ice cream. Heck yeah.
Sounds good to me.
As long as they have shellfish. I don't do seafood, but I do shellfish, so.
They probably do. Or a lobster tail.
Plus, anywhere that has seafood has steak.
True.
When in doubt, nice New York strip, and I'm happy.
There you go.
But yes, I think that this is a phenomenal idea. Again, another one that you can end the night with the fireworks. Just go and sit out on the beach at Beach Club and just have a nice romantic night. All of these resorts, too, anytime that we're telling you a resort, there will be bars there. Even if, like, Ale and Compass does have the bar in the restaurant, but all of these resorts have pool bars. Yeah. Some of these resorts have lounges right outside of the restaurants where you can sit down and just get a drink. So you can get a drink, go to the beach, sit on the beach with your drink and your significant other, and enjoy your night. Yeah. Propose if you want. Do your thing.
Yeah. Whatever you're feeling.
Oh, this was really funny. I'm so sorry, Steven. I didn't read the last one before I said that. Hurricane Hannah's pool bar. You can also catch the Epcot fireworks at the Beach Club after. You don't need access to the pool to get in.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thanks, Steven. Great minds think alike, I guess. I don't know. It is accurate, though. So, Disney pools, if you haven't been before and you don't know, most of them you can kind of just walk right into. They say that you can't pool hop. But most of them, you can still go in the gate of the pool.
There's not like security making sure you
go. There are some pools, however, that you have to scan your Magic Band to get in. So that'd be the Polynesian, the Riviera. And then to the next extent, there are pools like Yacht and Beach Club, Storm Along Bay. Because it is classified as the best pool on Disney property, you have to scan your Magic Band and then you get a wristband. Yeah. Proving that you are staying there so that you can use that pool. So that's why he clarified that you don't need access to the pool to get in, because at other resorts, you can just walk in and get a drink from the bar, maybe order some food if they have food. Usually they'll have at least like maybe sandwiches or salads. But for this one, they do have it set up that the bar's on the outside of it. So you're good to go. You don't need to have access to the pool to be able to get a drink.
Good to know.
On the outside of it and facing the beach.
Ooh.
So you get a drink and you go to the beach.
Nice.
Or you get ice cream and you go to the beach. Or you, as a couple, conquer the kitchen sink at Beaches and Cream.
It's an impressive feat for two.
I've seen people do that as a date night, and I am so impressed.
Did they finish it?
Yeah.
Good for them.
I think we could finish it if you were in an ice cream mood.
I think we could finish it if there wasn't so many toppings. If it was just ice cream, I think we could do it. But the toppings are what get me.
Yeah, no, you would definitely be the weak link in it.
100%.
I can hold my own with ice cream.
The issue, like I said, is the toppings. If it was not like the gummy bears do it, the pineapple, like all that extra sweetness and
that pineapple bugged you
density,
so much.
like it's just, I don't know. If it's just ice cream though, if it's just ice cream, just give it like 15 minutes to melt down to like a milkshake consistency, and I'll have it gone in like 10 minutes. But
give me a straw. It's out of here.
A milkshake, I'll just sit there and I'll just sip on it like as long as I need to. But the ice cream, I don't know what it is about it.
That's funny.
Yeah. I can finish a milkshake in like 2 minutes.
It goes down easier. You don't have to chew. You don't have all that extra work of chewing.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you do want to do the kitchen sink Sunday, you do need a reservation to Peaches and Cream. You can't just go in and order that. They do have a window where you can order ice cream, but you can't order the kitchen sink Sunday unless you're sitting there eating.
Because it's very large.
Oh, yeah. And it comes in a sink. Yeah. So.
Gotta make sure they have enough sinks.
Okay. So that is the end of the travel agent submitted ones.
Okay.
Most of them were done last time. The next part of this episode that was supposed to go on last time's episode, we have a few other ideas that we put together of things that you can do for a date night that weren't mentioned by 407 agents. That we came up with for you.
Yeah. Some pretty generic, some things you might not know about.
Yeah, I was going to say, because what's generic to us, other people might not know it's a thing. If this is their first time going to Disney and they're looking for a date night. So we got two things I want to talk about at Disney Springs, which is the shopping district. Mm-hmm. There is Splitsville Bowling.
Yep. Has a bar.
Has a rooftop bar. No one knows about it. If you want a rooftop bar, Splitsville has one. So does a Coca-Cola store.
Gina got fired there once.
I did get fired. Funny story. We were on vacation, and I was supposed to be starting a job the day we got home, and they called me to tell me, never mind. We hired too many people, and last hired is first fired. So funny. And I was like, they literally said to me, do you have a minute? And I was like, well, I'm on vacation right now. And they said, it'll be quick. And I stood at the bar at the Coca-Cola store at the rooftop bar overlooking Disney Springs. I can still picture the balloon floating in the air as they fired me before I ever actually started.
It's a classic.
It's so funny. So funny. It worked out. I ended up at a better job, better boss, all that stuff. But it was just so funny. And now every time we pass it, we're like, I got fired there. Lost my job on that rooftop.
Ah, memories.
Those happy magic moments you get while you're at Walt Disney World. Alright, so Splitsville for bowling. Mm-hmm. It is a very fun bowling alley. And then also AMC movie theaters right there.
You just want to relax and go see a movie.
Yeah, maybe it's a rainy night. Maybe you had a big date planned and then it rained. And you were like, now what? I just want to be inside. New movie came out you've been dying to see. Yeah. Perfect. AMC movie theaters is right there. Check it out.
I do think it'd be fun to go see like a brand new movie that came out, like a new Disney movie that came out, and then like just spend the rest of the night at Disney Springs.
I saw Frozen when it came out.
I know.
Frozen 2, actually. I didn't see it the week it came out. No, I didn't see it the day it came out. I saw it Christmas night. Mm-hmm. That was what I did. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly when it came out. It probably came out Thanksgiving.
Probably, yeah. I think it'd be fun.
All right, moving on from Disney Springs, although you could just do an entire date night there. Ice cream, snacks, food, it's all there. Yeah. Shopping, it's all there. Mm-hmm. Next, we're doing a Skyliner date night.
Ooh.
I love the Skyliner.
It's a good time. And
I love a Skyliner crawl. Mm-hmm. So Ellie and I did this, and we had a phenomenal time. I think you and I have done it to an extent. We did
a just drinking one. You and Ellie did a food one.
Yes, and you can definitely make both of these happen.
Yeah.
So the Skyliner connects Pop Century, Art of Animation, Caribbean Beach, Riviera, Boardwalk, Yacht Club, and Beach Club. So 7 resorts are connected by the Skyliner. Mm-hmm. In addition to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, but I'm talking just if we're doing resorts, you can easily get something to eat and something to drink at every single resort.
Yeah.
And it will take your entire night, and it is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind, it's going to be more walking than you think, probably.
Yeah, you might think it's not going to be because you're on the Skyliner the whole time. But
Yeah, but getting
the
from
restaurants
the
aren't
Skyliner,
exactly close. Like
mm-hmm.
the restaurants and eating places aren't exactly close to the Skyliner. So
Yeah. But you would even plan your night, say you were going to Sebastian's Bistro at Caribbean Beach or Topolino's Terrace over at Riviera. So you could start out, maybe just get drinks at Pop Century and Art of Animation, take the Skyliner over, go to your dinner, go to Caribbean Beach, get a little appetizer if you want, or get your drinks, head on up to your meal, then end your night at Boardwalk, Yacht Club, Beach Club with some ice cream.
Yeah.
And drinks. Or pizza if you're Rick.
I like the mushroom pizza.
It's fair. I respect it. It's so good. Did they get rid of it?
They didn't have it last time we were there. I don't know if it's permanently gone though.
Okay. If anyone knows, let us know because we were really upset when it wasn't there. Yeah.
So this next one, we'll get you a full day pretty much at Fort Wilderness. So you can actually go horseback riding during the day, and then at night you can go to dinner, and they have the campfire and a movie that they play during the nighttime. So you can get a whole day out of Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, they also do those romantic carriage rides. Horse-drawn carriages, yeah. So you can definitely get a whole day out of it. The campfire, it's famous across Walt Disney World property. It's schmoes. You can get some schmoes. Same thing as all the other resorts. Marshmallows are free. You got to pay for the chocolate and the graham crackers. So weird. But if you just want to roast some marshmallows, roast as many marshmallows as you want. The best thing about this campfire, it is one of, if not the only place on Walt Disney property, unless you get lucky and a character is in a resort, just in the lobby that day, which does randomly happen. But consistently every night, Chip and Dale come to the campfire.
Okay.
So it's one of the only places where it's completely free to meet a character.
That's cool.
You don't have to pay for a meal. You don't have to be in the park.
That's cool.
Yeah. So occasionally they'll be like in the resorts, like characters will just be walking around. But this is one spot where it's consistently every night you can meet Chip and Dale. And then they put a movie on after the campfire. So
yeah,
that's a fun one.
That is a fun one.
A lot of kids, though. If your date night is to leave your kids and be away from kids, this is not the date night for you.
You can go horseback riding.
And then maybe take a horse-drawn carriage, but then call it a night. Yeah. Maybe go get dinner or something. Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there.
Go to, what's the restaurant that they have there?
They have the Hoop-de-Doo Review. They have Trails End.
Oh, I'm thinking of Wilderness Lodge. But yeah, Hoop-de-Doo Review is a good one.
Whispering Canyon.
Whispering Canyon.
There tends to be kids at Whispering Canyon, too.
Yeah.
Not super.
It's just a good restaurant.
It is a good restaurant. It's funny. The servers are sarcastic with you, which is always a win.
Do we have Hoop-de-Doo Review on this list, by the way?
We don't.
Because that's a great date night.
You can add it, though.
Okay, so quick addition here. Fort Wilderness, you can actually go to Hoop-de-Doo Review, which is one of my favorites. I went there for the first time, our last big trip, and I went there twice. For those that don't know, I threw up because I ate so much chicken. And then the next time I didn't eat so much chicken. But it's a dinner show, and they include, like, you while you're eating in the show, basically. They'll, like, come up to your table. They'll give you they'll give you, like, noisemakers, basically. And you can be, like, a part of the show. So it's a lot of fun. Again, decent amount of kids there, but the food's great, and the vibe is fantastic.
Beautiful. Also, bottomless sangria and beer.
Yeah, true.
And chicken.
And beer, so that's a good one.
All right, if you want a nice, relaxing day, you can do a spa day. The Grand Floridian has a spa, as well as Swan and Dolphin, which are owned by Marriott. They're right over by the Epcot resorts. They're back there. You can go head over to there, get a nice resort day. Take a massage, maybe get your nails done. Whatever you like to do as a couple, you go do that at the spa.
Could go for a couple's massage.
Oh, I love a good massage. Private tours.
If that's what you're into as a date, yeah.
So there is one tour that I really want to emphasize would be a great date, and that is Savor the Savannah. So this is at Animal Kingdom. So keep in mind, in order to even get this tour, you would also need a ticket to Animal Kingdom for the day. So if you don't have an annual pass or you don't have Animal Kingdom on your agenda, this isn't really going to work for you. But if you do and can make this happen, Savor the Savannah is a private safari tour, and then you get African-inspired tapas, drinks, and more. It starts at like $189 and goes to $199 per person.
So a little expensive, but
definitely on the pricier side, especially if you're also paying for a park ticket for that day. But if you have an annual pass or you're willing to spend the money, it is something very nice. By private tour, it's a small group tour, but it does take you very closer than the other tours.
Yeah.
People riding the safari get to do. You get your own little private safari. And if you've ever ridden the safari and you looked over and you saw that like hut that's kind of just in the middle of the Pride lands, that's what that is. You sit out on the safari.
Looks like fun.
It does, and food and drink, so
worth it.
Worth it. I would definitely think that was worth it, and a very romantic date, and something different to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One of those things that you just don't know about because it's not talked about much.
Yeah, I agree. It needs to be talked about more because it is great, and that price is very good. We are doing a private tour when we're at Disneyland, and it was $160 per person. This is $189, and ours doesn't include food or anything.
It's just a tour of Walt's apartment.
There's a little more to that, but I wanted to go home Walt's apartment. But so what you're getting for the price, like this is definitely a great deal. There are tours like Keys of the Kingdom that cost less, but if you're looking for a more romantic and maybe you're really into animals or really into that different experience, you want that different experience, this is it for you.
Definitely. So another thing you can do is you can pay for Capture Your Moment. So what this is you pay for allotted session time with a professional photographer, and you can go anywhere you want, but it has to be within that time, and they'll take professional pictures of you. I believe it is included if you have PhotoPass, correct?
No. So the way Capture Your Moment works is when you book it, pick which park you're going to, and you get 20 minutes.
Okay.
And you can't go anywhere. They have the allotted spots that they'll take you. So, for instance, if you're booking, say, Magic Kingdom, you have to pick if you want the like front or the back side of the castle. But they can take you kind of into the areas that you wouldn't normally be able to go.
Okay.
So they work with you a little bit more on that. After you do Capture Your Moment, after you get this personalized photo shoot with a Disney photographer, your photos, you then have to buy them. They're not included in the price. But if you have Memory Maker, if you bought that, then your photos are included.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's a good thing to add on if you already bought Memory Maker, or if you didn't buy Memory Maker, photos for one day is roughly $80. So it costs you $80 to get all of your photos.
Yeah.
So each 20-minute session is $99. If you want more than 20 minutes, you have to just book 2 back to back, and there's no deal. It's $99.99. So you'd be paying $200. And then the only other thing that I want to note here, because I mean, like, if my whole family was going, this wouldn't work. You can't have more than 8 people. But we're talking about a date night anyway.
Yeah.
So
but just 2 of you.
Yeah, but if you had more than 8 people, just get 2. But yeah, so I think this would be a nice, fun date. Like, this is one of those like fun things to do. I know some people hate having their photo taken, but I've learned from like our wedding and stuff like that, like it can be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not normally someone who's like ready to do a full photo shoot, but like when you do it, like they can make it very fun. So this is something really fun to do and really nice if you're maybe celebrating an anniversary, you're on your honeymoon looking for something fun to do, whatever you're announcing in life, whatever you got. This is a really fun way to do it. Maybe it's your first date.
Sure, pay that money.
Want to remember it forever.
Love the confidence if it's your first date.
We already talked about the after hours events when we talked about the news. That was actually what Ric's perfect date was when we talked about the what his dream date would be.
Yeah.
Actually, yours was a Halloween party.
Yeah.
But same idea. After hours events are a great date night, especially because it is just nighttime. So let's say you need to get a sitter or something, you're locked in for that certain amount of time. That sounds like a win to me, and it's when your kids are sleeping. And then we got a few romantic meals here for you guys. Just a few. We didn't do all of them because we'd be sitting here forever.
There's a lot.
And a lot of them were already talked about by the travel agents.
So, one of our favorites, California Grill.
Oh, okay, we're leaving it at that.
I don't know what else to say.
That one was talked about a lot by the travel agents in the last episode. California Grill is at the top of the Contemporary, and when you dine there, you get to go out on their private viewing deck for the fireworks. Whether or not you ate there during the fireworks or not, you can bring your receipt back to watch it later that night.
Yeah, even if you just went to the bar, you can still go out, right?
Yeah. You just have to have a receipt that you went to California Grill, because they have the little lounge connected to it, and you can go and eat there, and then you can go out on the private viewing deck. And we did it. It wasn't too crowded.
No, it wasn't, but it was very cool.
No.
Very cool view of the castle and everything.
Another one with a very cool view is Topolino's Terrace, which is at the top of the Riviera Resort.
High up.
It is very high up. This is a character breakfast, but then it turns into fine dining for dinner.
Yeah.
Really nice. You can actually see...
Breakfast was fantastic.
Breakfast was fantastic. They give breakfast appetizers. So.
Yeah, they do.
And you can actually see the Epcot fireworks from here, and when Fantasmic is going, you can see the little bit of fireworks that Fantasmic has. Yeah.
Next, we have Le Cellier.
You're going to need a ticket into the park for this one. That is the steakhouse in the Canada Pavilion in Epcot. But you could easily go eat there and then enjoy some gelato or something if you go walk around the World Showcase after. Head over to France, get some gelato.
Based on the steak that I've had at Food and Wine Festival from the Canada Pavilion, I'm just going to say this is probably amazing.
Just makes me want the cheese soup.
Some cheese soup and an apple cider.
Oh, stop. You know the way to my heart. A spiked cider. Oh. Yeah. Love a good hard cider.
So if you want to spend a little bit more money, you can also go to Victoria and Albert's, which is a multi-course meal that is $295 per person.
Don't worry, though. There are optional wine pairings starting at $155 per guest.
It is a Michelin-rated restaurant, so it's very good food, but it's very expensive. So just be aware of that if you want to plan this as one of your date nights.
Yes, it also is only for people 10 and up. So if you're looking at this for your family, you need to be what is Disney classifies as an adult to even go in here. So ages 10 and up. There is a dress code. We talked a little bit before about how at California Grill there's a dress code, but they were pretty lenient with it. Like we had people in matching t-shirts sitting next to us while we were in shirt and tie and a dress.
Yeah.
They're not playing around the restaurant, Victoria and Albert's. They are. You're gonna need the dress code. You're gonna have to dress appropriately for this one. So this is a fine dining. This is the classiest date you're gonna get at Walt Disney World. Yeah. It really is, but you are going to pay for it because it's not going to be cheap.
Yeah. If you do it, let us know how it is.
Let us know if you think it was worth it.
I don't think we're gonna pay for it.
I would be tempted. I just can't see myself eating $300 worth of food.
It's got to be really good food.
No matter how good the food is, I don't think I would walk out of there and be like, that was worth $295.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pre-tip.
I was going to say plus
That's an extra, but if two people either, it's an extra $120 for that. How do I become a server there? One table gets you $120.
20 years of experience.
I'm getting there. But it is a prefix menu, so... Let us know how it is if you do it, because it would be a magical night. They also have the chef's table. That one's really hard to get into, where you literally go in the back and sit in the kitchen, and the chef feeds you and walks you through all of the courses. And that I'd be more willing to pay for.
Yeah, it's like fine dining hibachi.
Chef's table is a very common thing. You can actually do it like on cruises and stuff too. And you sound real redneck when you refer to it as fine dining hibachi.
Sounds like hibachi. The chef feeds you in front of you.
Alright, so there's just a few to choose from. If we didn't say your favorite fine dining or more signature dining restaurant, please let us know. I will make sure that it is said. Like I said, we could go on forever just naming restaurants, but those are a few of our favorites and a few that we think are really good fits if you're looking for somewhere a little bit nicer to eat. Mm-hmm. People also do love the French restaurant in the France Pavilion. Heard nothing but great things. Have never been because I didn't know if I liked French food or not. So I tested it out in Paris rather than Disney. Completely made sense in my head. No, we don't normally do sit-down restaurants when we're in Epcot because I just want to eat at all the countries.
Yeah, I want to just eat all of the stuff.
But if you have a park ticket or if you have an annual pass and you're looking for something a little bit nicer, this is a fun one to go and have a nice sit-down restaurant.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for my perfect date?
Yeah, I bet there's fireworks.
There is fireworks.
I knew it.
It's not what I thought you were going to guess, though. The issue is, with my perfect date, is we have already talked about what it is 3 times.
Good.
It just kept coming up. Once by me, the other 2 times by travel agents. It's a whole thing.
So I'm guessing we're getting ice cream at Peaches and Cream.
Close. So my perfect date, I made an entire day. I did a nice romantic, we're spending the whole day together date. So if you're listening and you're trying to come up with an idea, maybe you can pick out the parts that you want, or you can do a whole romantic day if you want. This is Gina romantic.
Let's hear it.
So it's not going to be that romantic.
It's not going to be romantic.
But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to make it more romantic than Rick's was, because his was surprisingly not super romantic.
Just wanted to have a good time.
You did? I had a good time. All right, so we are starting the morning at Amarette's Patisserie, where we are taking a cake decorating class.
Nice.
This class costs $199 total for the two of us.
Okay.
You get a drink with it. You also get to keep the cake.
What do you do with it?
You eat it.
How big of a cake is it?
It's like one of the little round cakes that they do, the little Mickeys.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So you do that. It's a little, just a little class, just the two of you, and you get a cake.
I was picturing like a big cake. I was like, I'm not eating all that.
No, we could though.
You could.
After we do the kitchen sink Sunday.
Definitely not.
So like I said, $199 for the two of you. Included with this is specialty coffees, teas, water, and select alcoholic beverages.
Ooh.
So I feel like this was a really good deal. And then again, you get to take home your cake with you. So that's our date. That's our morning date.
Sounds like a good time.
Right? This starts at 9:15 and then it goes for 90 minutes.
Okay.
So what time are we getting done then?
10:45, 11 o'clock.
All right, then we're just gonna kind of walk Disney Springs a little bit because it usually opens around 10. So we'll just kind of wander Disney Springs, and then we're getting lunch at just a quick service, grab and go kind of place at Disney Springs. Whether that be Polite Pig, which is like kind of that fast casual, deluxe burger, whatever we're feeling in that moment, we're keeping it nice and light and easy, quick food in the morning.
Okay.
Then we have one of two options.
Oh, we got choices.
We got choices. We can either go to Oak Trail Golf Course.
Ooh.
And we're playing foot golf.
Nice.
Or we're going mini golfing at Fantasia Gardens.
Let's go foot golfing. I've always wanted to try it.
Okay. Yeah, I know. We can mini golf at home. I mean, it wouldn't be like Sorcerer Mickey theme, but that's fine. So we're going foot golfing then at Oak Trail Golf Course.
Nice. 9
holes. Kick the ball like it's soccer. You're going to get your butt kicked because you have never played soccer in your life.
100%.
But
Still sounds fun.
But it's going to be a good time. Can't wait to see you putt with your toe. So yes, we are going for foot golf at Oak Trail Golf Course. Following that, we're going to go back, get showered, make ourselves look nice. And then we are heading over to the boardwalk.
Yay.
That's why I said we've talked about it a few times already. It's just kind of bad luck on my part. We're going over to the boardwalk, and we are actually going to Flying Fish, which is a signature dining restaurant at the boardwalk. The part where I think you wouldn't have seen it coming is that it's seafood, and I'm not a big seafood person.
You are not a big seafood person. What do they have on the menu that interests you?
A New York strip. No, they also have like crab and stuff too. So I mean, I would find something. It just is a very nice restaurant.
Okay.
That I have never like fully entered and been in because I know it's a nice restaurant and it's somewhere that I'd really like to try. So that is my date night.
Sounds good.
Because it is not cheap. We're gonna spend the night there. Following dinner, we're gonna head out. We're gonna walk along the boardwalk. Maybe go to the photo booth, like Izzy said. See some of the live entertainment. Once we're not super full anymore, we're going to get some ice cream and walk the boardwalk. We're going to watch the fireworks from the boardwalk. We're going to watch the Epcot fireworks. And we're going to end the night. If we're willing to spend more money, because at this point we had a very expensive day.
Very expensive.
We are ending the night at Jelly Rolls.
Nice.
Because it is my favorite bar of all time. If we're like, you know what, we're not going to spend money, but we want to dance it out, we're going to go to the Atlantic Dance Hall because they don't have a cover. Makes sense. I think, because this is my perfect date and I didn't let it myself get too caught up in the budget, we're going to go to Jelly Rolls and enjoy the dueling piano bar.
Sounds good.
Thank you. And that is my perfect date day at Walt Disney World.
Sounds like a good one.
Feel free to chop it up however you would like. Really, just the end of the night is a perfect date, but I also like the cake decorating as an option. Yeah. A nice casual lunch, and then we're going foot golf.
You can have a full day.
Foot golf, get a little bit of exercise in before we go stuff our faces classily at Flying Fish.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. It sounds like a great day.
Thank you. I thought so too. Anything you'd like to add or take away from it?
I don't think so. Maybe pizza?
If you're hungry after Flying Fish, you can get pizza.
I don't know how full I'm going to be, so.
Well, the pizza window is open until midnight. Jelly Rolls is open after that. Okay. So we can either get it right before Jelly Rolls or whenever you're ready to leave, we can leave Jelly Rolls. But I would be cool staying at Jelly Rolls till closed because of who I am as a person. So.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how full I am from the Flying Fish.
Okay. Hopefully full for the prices I saw on that website. Hopefully nice and full. But that's it. Those are some more date night ideas for you while you are at Disney World. And I'm just blanking right now. Did I ever say the name of the restaurant in the France Pavilion?
I think so.
Monsignor Paul, if I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Or Monsieur Paul.
Monsieur.
Yeah, there you go. That was so French. Now say Paul.
Paul.
Perfect. That was a weird... My brain is weird. That's all we got. That is our date night ideas. Sorry, I feel like I just rambled for like 45 minutes. I just really enjoyed all of these.
You got excited. It's fine.
I did get excited. I had a good time.
Like Gina said, if we missed one of yours, or if you just want to comment on any of the ideas that have been said, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at SpillTheDPod or on TikTok at SpillTheDPodcast.
Reverse.
Spill the D Podcast on Instagram and Spill the D Pod on TikTok.
Perfect. First try.
Yeah, nailed it. Feel free to reach out to us there. Gina's always in the DMs. Occasionally, I'm in the DMs. If I think to look.
Say Ric's name if you want Ric, otherwise it's me answering you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And make sure that you send us your questions about becoming an agent at 407 and beyond.
Yes.
They are hiring, and we want to make sure that you get that job.
So until next time, we will
see you at the castle.